Good morning, everyone. This is actually the second time I filmed this because the first time I was eating a sandwich. Well, two ham sandwiches that I made. And every time I fucking took a bite, I would move my head, and since my phone is connected to my headphones, the phone just fucking fell down. I'll maybe show up a clip. Here's a sandwich. Pretty good. Also made some black tea. Damn. Anyway, it's a beautiful Sunday morning. Actually, funny enough, I don't really take walks or just chill, like go around outside in the morning. I usually prefer to do that in the evening because that's like a way that I warm myself after a good day's work. But even I haven't been that consistent with just going outside because I just fall into the trap of, oh, I have this thing that I need to do, and this thing, and this thing, and I fill up my task list so much. I was like, fuck, I can't do anything. You know, just that overall feeling of just like you haven't done everything that you need to do. It sucks, but whatever. It is what it is. I'll figure something out. I brought some black tea with me. Just black tea, no sugar, nothing. Warm myself up since, although it's sunny, it's fucking freezing, so. That's just the way that Latvia is. I think my camera's a bit fucked up. Let me move that thing a little. Oh, better. I think. No, still dog shit. Yeah, that's better. So yeah, where was I? Right, work and stuff. Yeah, just often it may feel like your task list just isn't getting done because there's so much fucking shit you need to do. And I've noticed that even if I have like a extremely big task list, I get nothing done because it just feels like it just feels so hard just to get started. And I combated that by just when I had two really bad days in a row. I remember that my task list, I just wiped everything off my task list and just literally put in the basic habits that are like my baseline as the task for the day. I didn't have to do any work. I didn't have to do anything obligatory for 2 days. And the thing is, when I completed the basic tasks, like of course, like read, meditate, like play chess in the morning that I had, I naturally just like got out of the hard spot when I couldn't just like do anything, and I just actually did a little bit of schoolwork. Not a lot, but I did some, which was surprising since I genuinely felt like I couldn't even do the basic fucking habits. It was hard to even like start meditating. Actually, talking about meditation, I don't know if people overhype it or I'm just doing it wrong, but the effect after meditation is noticeable, but it's like not so cool that people talk about it. It was like, oh yes, I do my 1 hour meditation per day, right before work, and then I'm super laser focused and shit. Bro, I do 3 rounds of Wim Hof. I get like a slight like focus boost for like 15 to 20 minutes, maybe max. On a good day, that is. And yeah, I just usually right after meditation, I just get into work, and it's easier to get into work, but it doesn't necessarily like help the entire workday. Maybe I'm supposed to just do more meditation. Maybe that's the key. I don't know. I have to do some more research on it. But mostly I just use it as a like a primer for work, like a start fire, because if you like the hardest part is getting started when you sit down to work, right? Once you're like 20 to 30 minutes in, it's actually you just do it. I mean, at that point you just don't really think about like not doing the work that you need to do. So I just use it as a like a boost just to get over that 20 to 30 minute mark, where just I guess habit takes over and just like do what you need to do. So I guess that's at least how I'm using it right now. Wim Hof isn't bad. I've checked into like other types of meditation. Uh, my friend does Tai Chi in the morning, which is interesting. I haven't really done much research on it. I know you just like move around and like hum or something. I could be talking out my ass. I'm not exactly sure. He says this stuff helps him out. Cool, I guess. I just fucking lay down on the bed, put headphones in, and just yeah, just do Wim Hof. I made my own Wim Hof like video, but with just audio cues and stuff because the ones that I was following, like every time like they started speaking, it would just fucking like I lose my focus immediately. And the other ones there was no speaking, there were no real audio cues, so I didn't know when to get started. So it was just like music and then just start breathing. I was like, oh okay, and then like I'm out of rhythm and it kind of pissed me off. So I basically just made my own, put some bells and sound effects in it, basically to like understand when's what and when to take the deep breaths and when to take like the normal breaths and just be in rhythm. But yeah, man, it's a beautiful day today. I just now remembered how much fucking shit I need to do this morning. I was actually like questioning if I should even go outside on this beautiful day because my original plan was to do my like media work in the morning, get that shit out of the way, and then just do whatever the fuck is left over for school. Plus like the pictures and shit uh, that I have to like still fucking get for one of my clients that we went on a photo shoot with. I still haven't done that. I haven't even checked through the pictures, so yeah. I got home, I was tired as fuck, and well, my home life isn't exactly how to say made for peace of mind. I won't get into details, but basically, it's not exactly stable. You could say a lot of problems, but who doesn't have problems? So sometimes it feels like I'm the only person actually worrying about this, and I'm the only person trying to fix it. But I mean, everyone kind of feels that way when they're on self improvement, I guess. I've been on self improvement for almost, you think about it, yeah, almost 2 years. In the first year, of course, like everyone, they see shitloads of progress because they were just so fucking down bad on literally every metric of life. They felt like shit. They had bad habits. They were probably fat or skinny or whatever didn't work out. They struggled with self-control and discipline. Jerked off way too many fucking times. Oh fuck, this shit is hot. Yeah, and stuff like that. So once you start removing all that shit through the motivation that you get from bettering your life, and if you stick through it, trust me, you're gonna feel fucking amazing. You're gonna feel king of the fucking world. I remember last summer, not well, I guess, yeah, yeah, last summer, I felt literally king of the world. This was about 6 months after I started on self improvement, about that time, because literally every metric had improved. My health, I even looked better because I was hitting the gym and also like doing a little bit of just like basic fucking hygiene shit, like actually like shaving and like just like not looking like garbage, upgrading my fashion sense and so on. Boxing all the time, man, it was a blast. But yeah, after some time, it gets harder and harder and harder to make progress. Just like the exponential returns just like plateau a little bit. But it doesn't need to be like that. And I think that it's probably my fault that I'm not doing something that I should. That I feel that way. That I've been feeling this way since literally since like before the start of winter. I just felt like I've reached this plateau that I haven't been reaching. And then during the winter, it just all went fucking crashing down. So many different things went wrong. And yeah, and I just felt like I was again where I started. Although I wasn't even doing the bad habits anymore. I've literally cultivated my YouTube and whatever to only like watch self-improvement stuff. I literally don't allow myself to watch like basic entertainment. And well, yesterday I did watch a movie because I promised myself I would literally like fucking 2 weeks ago. I like when I had the really 2 bad days. I said, okay, just do these tasks and you can go watch a film. I don't care. Eat a fucking bag of chips also while you're at it. I don't care. Just do something. Okay, just have some motivator. And the thing is, I did the task necessary. I didn't even put it on my task list to watch the film since I allowed myself to do it once. And I literally still couldn't fucking find the time to do it. It just still felt like a waste of time. And well, I'm partially glad at least. Happy that I'm kind of reaching that point where entertainment, like basic entertainment, like watching fucking YouTube videos from like the YouTubers I used to watch back in the day, just isn't my focus. If I watch YouTube, 90% of the time, it's just podcasts. Just of people I respect, people I look up to. See what they think, see what they do, see what their history was, whatever. And the other percent is just watching basically an informational video about a topic that I need. And 99% of the time it's business. So I'm talking like how to set up a good case study or like content funnels or whatever the fuck I'm researching. I removed mindless browsing of YouTube in general, since on my computer I have like a bunch of plugins that like blur the thumbnails. I don't have like recommended videos. My like when I turn on YouTube, it automatically goes to only subscribe the category, and my subscribe is literally just like fucking finance stuff. And I mean, yeah, but at the same time, since I only watch like finance stuff, I'm not perfect, of course. Sometimes I do wander off and I watch finance stuff and, well, what do you call them? Quotes? No, marks. The two lines of the fucking whatever. Who gives a fuck? In quotes or whatever the fuck they say. Yeah, but in reality, I'm just wasting time and just watching nonsense for the sake of wasting time because I feel like I'm productive, but I'm not. But I tend to snap out of it good amount of times. So it's actually not that bad. But, you know, working hard as much as I can, even though a good chunk of the time I feel like I could be doing way fucking more than I am right now. And it feels like running on a treadmill, which gets progressively faster and faster and faster, but you just still, you're like, you get more and more tired, and it gets faster and faster and faster, it gets even harder and harder and harder, and in the end you're still in the same fucking place. But that's the game of business. And the thing is, the game of like just being employed, just working at a regular ass job is basically the same thing, but you just like, I guess, walk or jog on the same place. You don't get anywhere. Of course, people have careers that like, yeah, like I can move up the corporate ladder and so on. Good for them. But from my experience, the people I've seen around me, God, I would not want to trade places with them. And they're giving me advice. They're fucking miserable. Like, really fucking miserable. They hate everything. They hate people around them. They hate themselves. Often enough, they even hate their own fucking family. At least it feels like that. But what do I know? I'm just some fucking kid. Okay, so you have to do it again because this time I apparently my phone just ran out of memory space, so that's what happened. Basically, what I checked how much I was yapping was I was still talking about employment, which is literally like fucking half an hour ago. So I've been yapping for like 40 minutes. But yeah, to like continue the point about the employment thing, which was basically the summary was that people treat like employment like running on a treadmill, and they don't actually move anywhere even though they're moving fast. They just still stand in the same fucking place. And business feels the same, but at least on business, once you get the ball rolling, you don't actually need to like keep running that much on the treadmill. You can just like get off and just keep moving. I don't know, this makes no sense because I'm really like speed running my thought process, at least from my memory that I do remember. But the second part was I was talking about sugar, which I know, interesting segue. Sorry, I'm not really. But the point is about the sugar thing. I remember that I've built up enough discipline that I can just tell myself no, and I don't really start like making like a lot of excuses. Because I remember last summer, well, this summer I guess. Well, no, this summer is gonna be like whatever. The summer time, I was working TV, and for like 2 weeks I was editing there, for like 12 hours a day, right? And I had to make like 7 to 8 edits a day, like the highlights, if I remember correctly. And I remember that we had a huge bag of my favorite candies, Fortunas. You don't know what those are, but I do. But point is, they're fucking delicious. And I just kept eating one every edit I did. I don't know why. I'm just like, okay. I didn't eat the whole bag, just straight up, because I had like enough self-control, I guess, to like say like, okay, just eat one every edit that you make. And I did that, and I didn't like break the rule once for literally 2 weeks of editing 12 hours a day. And yes, there was a lot of fucking candy that I ate that fucking 2 weeks, because I don't know where the fuck we got. Just got a massive bag of candy, and yeah, I just kept eating it. And I remember it was like somewhere like midway in, like maybe a week or week and a couple, maybe like 8 or 9 days in. I was like thinking like, damn, I've eaten a lot of these fucking candies, bro. I don't think this sugar is gonna be good for me. I'm gonna get like diabetes. And then I was thinking like, what if I just don't eat these? And my brain was like, what do you mean? I was like, no, like at all. Like, don't eat these at all. And my brain was like, okay. I mean, search up maybe the side effects of like sugar. Just see what the effects are. So I submitted my editing thing, and I had like to wait till the next game started. I had like maybe half an hour, and I did some research, and I basically came to the conclusion that sugar does way more bad than it does good. And yeah, and I was like, okay. Before I thought that sugar gave me a quick energy boost and actually a boost in focus, which apparently, from what I read online, which I don't know how trusted the source is, I'm not a medic, basically is like the opposite. It literally slows you down. You get a fucking sugar crash. If you do get a rise in energy, it's literally just like super short and then you just crash. I didn't have like any energy rise, and I didn't really have any energy fall, but I did notice there was noticeable like a decrease in focus. And basically, like I was like, oh, give me focus, but no, actually, it was like way easier for me to zone out when I was in sugar, which slowed down like the rate that I worked. And I was like, okay, this is about energy and focus. What about like diet? And basically, yeah, like yeah, sugar is bad for you. No fucking shit. And I was like, okay, so how about I just don't eat any of them? And my brain was like, again, like, what do you mean? It's like at all. Don't eat these, like, at all. Like, zero candies. I was like, okay, let's start with just candies. Don't eat any candies, see what the effects are. And I remember I didn't eat any candies whatsoever. Any, like, sweet snacks, whatever, what do you call those? Like, even before, I didn't even really eat that many. That week was just, like, some weird fucking period where I just ate so much fucking sweets. And before that, I didn't even eat them that often. And I was like, okay, completely out, cut them out completely. I was like, okay, some weeks have gone by. I've realized that I got well, bare minimum, at least a 10% increase in just like average focus, which is not bad for just not eating sugar, like candies and stuff. I was like, this stuff actually seems to be working. And I didn't eat any sugar, basically any like candies whatsoever for a very long time, until it was my brother's birthday, I think. And of course, they got cake. But originally, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna eat the cake because I don't want to eat the sugar and blah blah blah. And my parents always got, of course, like teasing me. Everyone's like, "Oh, were you too good? You're gonna diet? Well, you're gonna get fat." Funny enough, everyone in my family, besides me and my little brother, who's skinny as fuck, are fat, like pretty obese, noticeably obese. And I don't know what fucking pot they have to piss in, but whatever. They're them. They don't know. They don't know the effects. Well, they do, but they just don't fucking care. They don't have the self-discipline to control themselves. And basically, like, of course, I tell them, like, no, I just won't eat it. And they just keep telling me, like, eat the cake. Like, oh, it's not gonna kill you. But I was like, okay, I still won't eat it because I just don't need to. And then at some point, my mom started guilting me into like, oh, I got this really expensive cake, and it's like your favorite. It's like raspberry chocolate cream. I'm never gonna buy cakes again. And I still said like, look, I'm not gonna eat the cake. I don't need to. More slices for you. Just enjoy them. It's not that bad. I literally ate like an orange or something, I think, for the whole thing. And basically, it's like, okay, just have a tiny slice at least. And then like my dad started like tripping. He's like, show some respect, mom. Like we worked hard for this. We go to job, we get a cake, and you don't even like bother to eat it. I was like, fuck. And then I was like, okay. Then I was choosing between just still not eating that single like slice of cake, or just living in another fucking argument for an hour. I was like, oh fuck it, I'll have the cake, okay. And I cut myself the tiniest slice of cake. It was like maybe 1.5 centimeters at like the thickest part, and like a circle cake, like the outside till the middle, and it's like maybe what 10 centimeters like long. I'm not gonna calculate the volume of the cake I ate, but point is, yeah, I ate the cake. Admittedly, it tasted really fucking good. I won't lie about that. Raspberry chocolate cream, come on, bro, that shit is way too fucking good. It's literally made for me. Yeah, I ate it. It was good, and I didn't eat anymore. And oh yeah, that's literally when I ate the sugar again. And then again, I didn't eat any sugar for a very long period of time, like any sweets and whatsoever. And yeah, I mean, overall, I think it's a pretty good experience. I think that people should at least try for like maybe a month. Just don't eat any sugar at all. But you have to build up the discipline to do that, which my family just doesn't have. And talking about that, the second point that I talked about when the camera wasn't recording was that people just like, what do you call them? Actually, no, let me rephrase the whole thing that I was about to say. It's weird being around normal people. And I don't mean to be like insulting as in the way they're like fucking retarded or something. I mean, a good chunk of them are, admittedly. And well, I am too, but at least I'm trying to do something. So yeah, and fuck, I just sound so egotistical. Yeah, I'm better than everyone else. All of these fucking whatever. I almost went on a monologue. This whole thing has been a monologue. Whatever. Point being that it's like weird being around normal people since they're not like actively trying to improve. When they waste time, they know they waste time, but they just don't care. When they know that their work ethic is dog shit and they don't do the work that they need to do, they procrastinate on everything. They literally go to parties, smoke weed, blah blah blah, don't care about their health. I mean, of course, some of them go to the gym, but let's be honest, but they just go there because their friends are going. If they didn't go, they wouldn't. They only go when there's motivation. They can't work out without their fucking intense music playlist in their pre-workout, which I still find fucking weird. I don't listen to music when I work out. I don't have any pre-workout. I don't even have any real supplements. And I know I should, like protein and like creatine and so on, but I just eat. That's it. I just eat. But I haven't been on the ball for a long time because right now I'm just prioritizing my focus and like work. So I'm still hitting the gym, but it's not my priority. But yeah, point being, it's weird being like normal people because like for some reason it's like I just keep thinking like, you're wasting time. Are you okay with? How are you okay with this? I couldn't sit there and just like waste my time. He's like, oh, whatever, I'll just live a little. Like, come on, why you so strict? Like, where you can't enjoy life? Like, enjoy life? You've been sitting 9 hours on fucking YouTube and TikTok, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm working on something. I was like, oh, yeah, you're working on something. Where's the result? I was like, well, I mean, yeah, I guess you're right, because nothing really much has happened here. But most businesses fucking struggle in the beginning. Who doesn't? Because I don't know shit. Nobody knows anything. Fucking whoever builds those billion-dollar companies, they have to start somewhere. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Most of the time, they don't. So that's just the way that things are. You have to like start learning and shit. And yeah, I was like, well, you can't really just talk shit. Like, come on. I was like, well, you're gonna sit on your phone all fucking day. And I literally calculated. My brother has a serious fucking phone addiction. And literally, like this guy passed out twice in 2 weeks because he was sitting on the fucking phone from like all day for like literally fucking 16 hours a day, literally till like 5 or 6 in the morning, and he has school the next day. And of course he sleeps in. He's like, oh, I'm late for school. I'm tired. No shit. It was like, yeah. And basically he passed out twice, lost his fucking like consciousness, just fell down, banged his head twice. I'm not gonna get into details. The point is, he's okay right now. But at the fucking rate he's going, bro, if he like passes out in the bathroom, or bathroom and like hits his head on the fucking like, what do you call it, fleas, and cracks his fucking skull open, and the fucking door is closed, I can't help it. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. First time I was dead, I at least like took care of shit. He was fine. I just made sure he didn't have a stroke. And the second time, I didn't even notice he passed out. He was just like, oh yeah, by the way, I just literally fucking passed out, and I woke up on the bathroom floor after he was like stood up to wipe his ass. that's what he told me. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I thought he was joking. I went into the room, was like, oh yeah, check the fucking shelf that I knocked over, and the shelf was literally like knocked off on the ground, shit everywhere, because he just like literally passed out and just banged his head against the thing. And I kept telling him, I was like, yo, you gotta stop. You're gonna fucking kill yourself doing this shit. I was like, oh, what do you want me to do instead? It's like, you spend 4 hours a day on fucking TikTok. Like, what? How do you even do that? But it's just like, for some reason, this is like, okay, yeah, he's chronically addicted, but like other people are like, they're similar. Their phone time is like 8 hours a day. How the fuck? My phone time is like on average like 2 hours. It's like right the limit that I put on my phone for like 2 hours that I'm supposed to use it. Of course, there are days that I break the limit, but I checked that I have been under the limit like, wait, let me do the math. About 75% of the time, I've been under the limit. Like 5% of the time on the limit, and the rest has been over the limit. So when I checked like over the limit days, it was mostly because I just had like a YouTube music playing while I was like cooking food for the fam, and like shit like that. So, or also like literally just like on my gallery, just like scrolling pictures, and I like deleting old pictures and like cleaning up my phone and shit, and like settings, like spending 40 minutes in settings trying to optimize my phone to like waste even more time, like less time on my phone. So my phone's in grayscale mode. I have do not disturb on basically 24/7, except for like my family, who call me in case I need it. When I work, I turn my phone. I don't turn it off. I just like take the sound off, and I just usually have it in a different room or the same room in case I do get called by someone that I do need. But most of the time, if I do get called, I check who it is, and if it's not anyone important, I just don't pick up. But still, even the ringing, that kind of does piss me off. So I have started to like put my phone in airplane mode, like all the fucking gurus keep telling me. And yeah, another thing, I just like don't sleep with my phone next to me anymore. I just like put charging my fucking desk. I know most people like do that, but for some reason it didn't occur to me like, yo, if I have my phone next to me, I'm just gonna grab it in the morning naturally just to like check the time, and oh, guess what, now I'm on fucking Discord or something. But yeah, I don't watch any entertainment like at all. like basic entertainment, I guess. I mean, yeah, of course I do catch myself scrolling sometimes on Instagram, watching some funny memes that my friend sent me. Uh, since I do use Instagram for work, I can't exactly just delete it, but yeah. Man, it's a beautiful day. Birds flying around, sun shining. I don't know what the time is. I didn't even bring my watch with me, and I don't want to check my phone since I'm recording this on it. I don't know if you can hear me properly, so I hope the audio is gonna be fine. Man, I'm so glad I made some black tea. I feel warm. And now I feel cold because the wind started blowing. That's great. That's always life. Yeah. I don't know if I should make more of these types of videos where I just sit down, put a camera on some view and just talk. Maybe I should. I don't know. Right now I'm chilling on top of Zilliacon, like the two places where you can sit down on the fucking benches, not branches. But who the fuck knows what this is anyway? Maybe I don't know when I'll make something of myself, but who's they? Whatever. I just keep rambling about. Okay, so I'm gonna pour my last cup of black tea. How many fucking things of these I've had? Actually, don't black tea have like caffeine in it or something? I don't like drink coffee or energy drinks because I just don't see an effect, like at all. I just drink it because I just like the taste of black tea, I guess. I don't drink tea often. I only drink it if I'm going outside when it's fucking cold. But overall, I just literally just prefer water and milk. And kvass, of course. And actually, yeah, talking about kvass and the sugar thing. I checked the sugar and kvass. It's relatively low. And I was like, oh, fuck it, okay. I enjoy the taste of kvass so fucking much that maybe not right now I'm not willing to sacrifice it. Because I just enjoy it way too much. Candies, fuck that shit. Yeah, it tastes good, but I can sacrifice. But kvass, come on, bro. I'm an Eastern European kid. I can't live without that shit. It's like telling a... Yeah, it's like telling a fucking like an Asian, they're like, oh, you can't have rice anymore. Like, what? Yeah, that was a bit racist probably, but who fucking cares? Everyone's too sensitive nowadays. Why are people so fucking sensitive? They fucking cry about everything, and especially my family, because well, I'm just gonna fucking say it. My dad like says like, oh yeah, I'm into like dark humor, and I'm like, yeah, I got thick skin. No, the fuck he doesn't. Any fucking thing that I say or anyone else says, he like takes it personally for some reason. It was like, for example, if I like, okay, we sit at the dinner table like always. I make the food like every single fucking time I do, and if I put like a little bit of less potatoes, meat, whatever, on his plate than I do mine, she's like he takes it like kind of personally, like, oh, what is this? Like, what are you not gonna respect me? You're not gonna get like shit like that. He doesn't necessarily say it, but like also like a couple of times he does say it, and well, whatever. I'm not gonna fucking dig that deep. But point is, he's like more sensitive than he says that he is, and well, I don't know if I could. Now I'm just being completely disrespectful, but like he watches Jordan Peterson and stuff, and I do respect the guy, but I realize that he keeps talking about like so many negative shit, like, oh, the war in Ukraine, this, that, the world is falling apart, blah blah blah. It's like, look, it doesn't matter. I know this doesn't make any sense because like, what do you mean the world is ending? This doesn't matter. Like, yes, to some extent it does, but you're a fucking listener. What the fuck are you gonna do? You have no power. You work a fucking 9 to 5. What are you gonna do? You're just gonna follow the herd anyway. So might as well just like not listen to this shit. Just keep a positive mindset, and you just like work yourself out of it. At least that's my way. I don't fucking listen to the news. Even back then, I didn't really enjoy the news because they just kept talking about some random bullshit happening somewhere, like, oh, the Somali pirates, war in Israel, war in Ukraine. Like, okay, look, I'm gonna sound like an asshole, but I don't care. Yeah, I live in Latvia, Eastern Europe. Russians on the border. My fucking country declared the what do you call it? Like a state of emergency when the war broke out for like 72 hours. Everyone was like ready for fucking fleeing because they thought we're gonna be invaded next. And still, people are like talking like, yeah, this shit is like crazy. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna be invaded any second now. And guess what? Nothing fucking happened. Of course, I could be yapping shit because, wars happen like that. It take a long time for them to escalate. But I just keep saying, like, okay, what does stressing about it help? Nothing. Either way, if war does break out, you have two options. Just do nothing, and just like what, get in, like you're gonna get put in the military anyway if war breaks out. That's just fact. Or what, flee? I mean, that is an option, but I don't know how good of an option that is. Also, if you dodge draft in my country, you get like fucking prison sentences. But I mean, I'm pretty sure that's in basically all countries. And yeah. Well, yeah. Point is, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, why do you watch the news? What do you also about politics? And the thing is, I'm still like relatively into politics. I just enjoy the subject overall. But before, I used to be like super like actually like, yeah, like we need to vote and shit. Like these people don't know what the fuck they're doing. Nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. Even if they have like the same values as you, they're gonna prioritize their own party over you. So that's just the way the government works. The government isn't your friend. They're an associate at best. At least that's my viewpoint at the time of recording this. Of course, everything can change. I'm not that fucking ignorant. But man, I do pay fucking $1 million, €1 million a year on ignorance tax because I don't know how to make €1 million. That's what Harmozy said. I like that shit. That's crazy. But yeah, I don't know what time it is. I probably have to get back to back home and get some fucking work done. But today has been a beautiful fucking day. Beautiful talk. Beautiful talk. Nobody says that. Beautiful view. Sun shining. No fucking clouds whatsoever. Yesterday I was filming the video. I think I mentioned at the beginning of this talk that like I was filming the video about like life sometimes being dark and you have to find a way out and blah blah blah. And literally the next fucking day is literally one of the prettiest fucking days that it's been in literally like a month. I just had a voice crack. Oh, I hope the microphone caught it. Yeah, that would be great. I'll see what I edit out of this video. Mostly pauses and like me drinking tea because who the fuck would listen to this shit otherwise? So yeah, I think I'm just gonna stop this shit and go get the shit I need to do, get it done. And yeah, also yeah, I will just be uploading more videos on YouTube generally. They're not gonna be high quality because I just don't have the time to like edit them and like sit down and plan out them because I'm literally like fucking elbows deep in like dog shit at work. Dog shit at work. That isn't even a sentence. Fuck me, I have to like improve my English. Yeah, that's about it. So I gotta see you for now. See when I'll have the next episode or something. I don't know.